Hello, hello, hello. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Colorless Oranges, where I share my experiences to help better yours. I am your host, Sydney Hyatt Cinderella, Sydney that girl. And today we are talking, I guess, logic is a spiral. I just made that up right now. My biggest issue is that I want to plan everything before doing anything. It has kept me stagnant and stuck. I sit and I think and I ponder before every little thing. I want my next move to be the smartest, most efficient, and it never is. You know why? Because I'm not doing anything anymore, right? I have like this loop in my mind that just plays over and over and over again. And it reminds me of where I was and the things that I did and where I am now and how I'm never going to get anywhere. Wow, I know this is all weapons that have formed against me that I've put in myself. I'm here to talk to you about how we stand in our own way. I know for a fact what I need to be doing is getting up and doing things. Less thinking, more doing, right? I think the thinking part is a safety mechanism, right? I'm a little afraid. I'm realizing how much fear and trauma and things that I have in my everyday life and how I might preach all of these things and I am not doing them, right? For instance, my mind goes to the darkest places sometimes off of nothing. And it's really scary because like I'm self-sabotaging certain relationships. I'll, just like hang dry this, we're done here. All because I'm afraid of, I don't want to say it's the perception of others, but getting hurt, I guess, And I'd rather be right than be hurt. So I'll make up these scenarios, believe them, and keep it pushing. Now I'm not talking to you no more. A really big thing that I wanted to chat about today was how when I hear people talk about angel numbers, I feel like a lot of us, we have like different ideas of what it means. This is just my opinion, obviously. I feel that when we see angel numbers, they are reflections of us, right? It's a mirror. It's like, this is how you feel, right? You see 1111, you're thinking new beginnings, like you want something new to happen. You want to create something new for yourself, right? 888. Abundance, like that's what you're craving, that's what you want, and that's the energy that you're in, so it's reflecting back to you. And then that pushed me to think a little bit further about how everything is just a reflection of me. Everything that I'm doing, the things that hurt me, I'm doing this all to myself. I was trying to sit and think logically like, okay, well, if I did this before and it got me this, then maybe I should do it again and it'll get me that again. And that's not how that works, right? It was a series of events. It wasn't a straight path that I thought out in my mind that gave me what I wanted. It was the process of doing something. I don't know why we beat ourselves up so badly sometimes, but lately I'm just like, okay, like I don't really see where I've come, right? I'm like in the middle of it, in the thick of it, and I'm looking around like, wow, like you've done nothing, like look at this, like the world is gonna end. And it's like I've had to sit and ponder. What really like helped me see that was a song by Florence and the Machine. And I realized like, wait a minute, like you've accomplished so much, and what you've done in the past has helped you get to where you are. I didn't sit one day and think to myself, oh, I'm going to do Uber and then I'm going to meet this person and this person is going to help me get here. And then this person is going to help me do this and then this and then that never happened. I was in alignment with myself. I listened to myself. The biggest question that I've been asking myself, it's only been 2 days. What feels right to me? What feels right to me? Right? Not with my mom in the back of my mind guiding my decisions and what would make her proud or what I think I should be doing in accordance to her life and what she believes or what would best benefit my family. No. What feels right to me? I realized too, I talk a lot about how we all need to just do what we want, even if it doesn't please anybody. And I mean that, right? But for myself, in my mind, I'm like, hey, it's really lonely sometimes to not have anybody support your ideas, right? I want to quit my job. Everybody around me is like, well, I wouldn't do it, but you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know how much rent I have to pay and how much time I'm wasting here. And time is money. So therefore, I can't waste it all here, right? You don't know that. And I think we should think about the advice that people are giving to us. Sure, there are people who... Hello? There are people who have shared experiences and can help guide you through certain things. That's what I hope my podcast is for. I hope that there has been an experience here that you've been going through and you're like, damn, how do I navigate it? And I've gone through it and I've told you how to get out through it, right? Then there's other things that there's people who can't, because this is just a 1-to-1 ratio. You're the only person in the world who's ever gone through it. You know, we know that's not true. But anyways, I would... Go. And the decision that I want for myself right now is to leave my job. And it feels like nobody's supporting me, right? And I don't need their support, right? Everybody has a reason why they don't want me to quit. Oh, hey, I see this for you. Seems just like what you should be doing. That's some people's opinion. Another is, well, what are you going to do without a job for now? Another perspective. All of these, obviously, opinions and ideas come from these people from their shared experience, their experience that they have gone through in their life, and they're now trying to put it on me. And that's fine, right? Like, I don't share myself and my things to not hear anything back, right? Like, sometimes I do look for guidance and I want to hear what people have to say. At the same time, what I've been trying to express is, for us, people who are looking for guidance and we're not getting the kind of guidance that we want, is to just listen to ourselves, right? Have like some kind of armor or some kind of morals and ideas, things that we stand on ourselves that won't be swayed by other people's opinions and ideas, right? I might not have a job today, but tomorrow I might get something. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. And other people telling me that this isn't going to happen isn't going to sway me, because these are my principles. These are the things that I'm standing on. I'm trying to say that when you choose yourself and then you choose the ideas and you listen to yourself and your intuition and all, it is lonely. And I don't know how long this is going to be lonely for. And I'm not trying to discredit anybody, because I know that no one is saying it to me with like any malice or anything. They're just looking out for me in their way. A perfect example is the other day I went out to eat with my brother and he wanted to get a new deodorant. And in my mind, I got him the deodorant that he's been using for the last 5 years now, because it's worked for me. And I thought, you know, like, this is good. And so he's been using it. And lately, he's been realizing he's like sweating a lot. He has like a sweating disorder. But that's not the point. When he's telling me about this new deodorant, I was a little like weary in my mind. Like, oh my God, he's going to try something new. I hope it doesn't like hurt him. And I have all of this worry over this deodorant. So I'm looking it up and I'm reading reviews and like, it's supposedly amazing. And I was just scared, but I was like, you know what? Fine. If this is how it's going to be, he's going to just try this deodorant. Let him try it, see if it works. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, he knows what else he can do. But in the meantime, I was about to give him some advice that came from my scaredness, my worriness that it wasn't going to work and it was going to actually harm him, which it hasn't harmed him, because he got the deodorant. He's not sweating as much on his armpits. Like, that whole thing kind of scares me though, because like, what if you need to let those pores out, like the sweat out and the toxins, they need to get out of your body. But anyways, he's not sweating that much there. Or if he is, it's not as it was before. The results are amazing. The deodorant is Carpe, by the way. And this leads me to the whole thesis of this entire podcast episode is we all would rather a familiar hell than an unknown heaven. I know we hear that all the time, but if you really look around, Even the people that I respect and that I've put up on such a high pedestal would rather stick to what they know than try something new. Because that uncomfortable part hurts so much more than this familiar devil, this familiar thing that you've been doing that has just, kept you where you are. And has helped you out here and there, and it's like it works here and sometimes it's good and sometimes I need this and that. Da, da, da. If you are not where you want to be, something's got to give. And we have to sacrifice some sort of comfortability in order to get to where we are or where we want to be. I realized I paralyze myself in indecision. Not that I'm indecisive, but I like to think too long. And I will sit and I'll ponder until I feel like everything is 100% ready to be shown. Even if it's messy. I don't care about like perfectionism. I'm talking about like, I want to know every in and out of what's going to be spoken about and whatever. Even about this podcast episode, I was like, what am I going to talk about? Like, I need a title and I need this and I need that. And I have to go here and I have to have some kind of reflective part. I don't have anything written down. This is just coming off of my mind. These are my thoughts. These are what I'm actually going through at the moment. I had to force myself in this uncomfortability of like, I don't even know what I'm going to say as the title. It's like, I'll lay there and contemplate, quiet my mind, and I will sit and think, meditate, and nothing is happening. And I'm like, why isn't anything happening? I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, this is usually what works for me. I need to sit down, be quiet for a bit and think and then do. I've been sitting down and being quiet for a very long time. I ain't been doing shit. It's that simple. And now the uncomfortability comes in. I have to sit down and I just have to record and I have to do something. Even if it turns out to be nothing, even if it's shit, even if I don't end up posting it, I have to do something different in order to get different, in order to be different, in order to see different, right? I was trying to figure out like the cheat code. Like, what was it that I did? What energy was I in? How did I get here? How did I do this? And it was back then I really just did. Like, I just did. Whatever I wanted to do, I did. I might have been afraid. I might have done this, but I just did it. That's one thing I've realized about myself forever and ever is that even though I might be scared shitless, I'm still going to do it. Because I'd much rather say that I did it while I was scared than be like, damn, I got to go try it again. I got to go back and I got to do that. No. My LSAT. I was supposed to take it, I think, in January or something like that. I didn't get to. I gave myself all this time. Now it was the time to go and do my test, like to get the date to do my test. And I was scared, like, wow, I'm not even ready for this. I haven't done it. I don't deserve it. I shouldn't do it. And I've been sitting with that a lot, thinking to myself, like, okay, if you're not going to do it, then what are you going to do? You're going to wait again and then again and again and again. Like, just do it. If I don't get the score that I want, obviously I can take it again. But at least I did it. And I came out of this indecision, this stuck feeling of like, something's got to give, but I don't know what to do. I do know what to do. I just choose not to do it. I want the path illuminated to me. Like, okay, you're going to go here, you're going to do this, you're going to go out, and you're going to meet this, and you're going to... No, and that's not how that works. At all. It's never worked that way. I didn't know what my life was going to look like and how I got all of the things that I got. And I'm talking a lot about like the material things because that's like how I mark my life. I know where life is and what happened based off of what I have and where I am. So that's why I talk about what I have. And I also wanted to mention that the reason why I'm okay with quitting without having a second thing to do is this isn't serving me anymore. I realized I've had a lot of not anxiety. resistance. I've had a lot of resistance into going to work recently because number one, it started with me not knowing what to wear. Number one, I always know what to wear. I have inspiration inside of me. My brain is a nonstop outfit machine. I love getting dressed well. I love looking nice. The moment that started deteriorating, I realized something was going on. Fast forward, I just don't want to be there anymore. Number one, it's not a place where your energy is reciprocated. Number two, yes, I understand that no matter where I go, I'm always going to stand out. So I'm done thinking about, where am I going to go that I fit in perfectly? Never, nowhere. The only place that I feel that I fit in perfectly is beside my siblings and my mom. Absolutely love it. Like, these are my people. This is my, like my family, my siblings, including like my best friends and stuff like that. Like, these people, I feel perfectly fine there. Even when I'm not understood, I'm understood. You know what I mean? To my core, I'm understood. That's never going to happen anywhere else. And I've come to accept that. And the things that I'm here to do are meant to be alone. They're not really necessarily meant to be shared with other people. Anyway, so I kind of was looking for that. I didn't have that there, and it's not reciprocated. My energy, I could be at 1,000. Oh my God, I'm ready to sell. Nobody in the store. I don't want to be here. Could be some people coming in the store, I'm a great salesperson. It's weird, like kind of gloating about yourself and shit, but wow, this battery's about to die. What I'm trying to get to, sorry, it's because I'm overthinking and I don't want to misguide anyone, but I've tried to fit in and it just doesn't work. I try to be level-headed with certain people and it doesn't work. So I'm meant to be alone. I'm not necessarily meant to share everything and whatever with everyone. Right? And I'm also done performing. I realize like, in our job, like, what's your performance? Like, what are my numbers? I sold 300,000 in 3 months. And I built this clientele and I have all of this. And it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, oh my God, big fucking whoop. I can sell something. Like, and that's the thing. I saw that I can do something and now I'm ready to move on. And I've had to accept that. I'm not performing for anyone. I'm not here to make anybody else happy. I'm not here to make you money. I'm not here to do none of that, actually. I've lost so much respect for my job. I lost so much respect for so many people. And I think that that's where the detachment had to come from. In like January, I was like, okay, I'm done with these people, like my coworkers and stuff. And I'm just going to continue to show. My camera, in fact, did die. I think I was talking about letting go of my coworkers. I have to like where I work in order for me to work well. So, yeah. But anyways, I stopped caring about my coworkers and I started caring about making money. And I kept giving it chances, right? Like, we were going to move to the first floor where there's 30% more traffic and we should be making more money. And sure, on a slow day, I can make, good money. But it still doesn't suffice. It's not fulfilling anymore and I don't want to be there. And that should be okay. And I should accept that and move on and keep it pushing. Because what else is there to do? I can't lay and contemplate anymore. I have to just do. I have to get up and just do whatever it feels right to do. Wherever I feel like going, that's where I need to be. I realized too, I was reading my birth chart, which it's the weirdest thing. I've had like so many different birth charts, and the one that I have now, I kind of feel like it feels like mine, but it's like so weird that things have always been like hidden to me. I only find a lot of things out about myself like later on. And one of the things that I realized was my south node is in Pisces and my north node is in Virgo, which obviously those are opposite signs of each other. One of them is delusional, passive, dormant, I want to say. That's like what you basically come in the world with, that kind of knowing, that way of being, no need for control. And Virgo is the complete opposite. It's like, give me control. I need more rigid. I need to get here. I need to do this. And that's what I need to work towards, which I feel like I'm there already. I feel like I'm very grabbing life by the reins and like doing what I need to do. But I recently just realized I'm not all the way there yet. Because sometimes I'll sit and be stuck in my mind. Like, I need to think about this and I need to go here and I have to wait until this is like this. And whereas Virgo is just, all right, I got to get up and I got to do it. Like, I just got to get up and do it. And now I'm like, oh, I really do just got to get up and do something. It's whatever, I have like this one example in my mind that I couldn't have planned it. Right. And I know I'm like, I keep reiterating this, but it's very important. I know that we know these things too. It's just hard sometimes to put them into action. Like, just to know, all right, I know that this is how this works. So let me do it. It's hard. I didn't know how I was going to move in a certain situation or how I was going to fund a certain situation, right? I already got in it and I was already like, fuck it, we ball. I had this side business and I had this other business going, but I needed more money. So I was working and I ended up picking somebody up who pushed me further for like a year. If I had not gone there, and it's not about the fact that, oh, I met this person, this is how that works. No, it was about the fact that I was doing something, this aligned well with this, and then this pushed me there. Somewhere along the way in 2023, I just like turned off the light. I got really scared, really paralyzed in fear, in not wanting to mess up again, not wanting to lose everything again, not wanting to be alone again. That I said, fuck it. And I just been like, all right, well. And I had to remind myself that, I actually have done a lot of things that were scary. Like going back to college as an adult. That wasn't really scary to me, actually. People were always like, oh, that's so weird. You were teenagers and this and that. And I'm just like, I don't really talk to these people. What was scary to me in going back to college, it wasn't the people, it was the work. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to go back to school and like learn all of this, whatever. And while I love school and all, I just didn't know if I was gonna have the time for it, the money for it and everything. And it all worked out because I graduated. And, although my degree has served no actual purpose in making me income, it has helped me realize that I can do anything that I want and that I put my mind to. And I think that we need to honor that more often. Protect ourselves, protect the things that we create by listening to ourselves and not other people and not the outside noise, and just being there for ourselves. I know it's hard. I really do, because I realize I talk a lot about these things and I'm here like not doing them, such as get up and go. Stop trying to plan everything in your mind and just go. And then the purpose of the thing, what I was saying earlier, was the reason why I want to leave my job without having anything, planned for is because my energy is depleted, right? If I am to get to where I want to be next, I can't feel this way, right? Like, this energy has to be released. This energy has to move away and be gone, eradicated. In order to do that, I must eradicate the thing that is making me feel this way. The thing that is making me feel this way is my job. I'm not making money, so I feel like it's a waste of my time, and it's just like an ongoing loop. Like, all right. So, no, I don't want to get dressed to go to work. I don't care if I'm late. I don't care to be on my phone. I don't care. So I'm out. And I have to know my worth, and I have to do the things that might feel uncomfortable for me, might be uncomfortable to other people, might not sit well with everybody else's ideas that they have for me. Sometimes we do look for support, because I damn near asked, I told everybody that I know is like, hey, yeah, I'm quitting. What you think about that? And everybody gave me their opinion. I'm just like, damn, like I really wish there was somebody that was like, I support you and you're doing everything that is right for you. It's like, trust me a little bit. Trust that I'm not you, and I'm not going to stay somewhere that I don't want to be in. Right? That's my biggest motto to everything. Don't be somewhere you don't want to be. And stop putting yourself in certain circumstances that you don't want to be in. And it is that simple. It really is that simple. We make it harder, but it is that simple. You don't like something, move on. I don't like my current situation right now. And talking about it has helped me a lot into moving forward, into figuring out my next steps. I'm literally starting off super small by doing this video. This video represents me not having a plan and just doing. It's not only about having faith in the unseen, because it's not like, first of all, I know that everything is going to work out for me always, because it always does. I never see, oh, this was bad and la la la. This is going to work out. And I have faith of that, but that's not the point. It's about, yeah, I mean, I guess it's faith in the unseen, because in its essence, I am just moving forward without knowing what's going to happen. And I don't need to know how it's going to happen. I don't have to, that's what faith is. I need to maybe loosen the control a little bit of, okay, well, I need to know that I'm going to have all of this money by this day, and I'm going to have this car by this day, and I'm going to be able to buy this outfit, and I'm going to be able to go here and go there and travel and la la la. I actually, as much as I would love the answers, it would kind of scare me to know them, because it's like, okay, well, I have to actually get up and do this now. Yee! That kind of responsibility is a bit scary. So starting off, one step is do something that makes you uncomfortable, which is, for me, coming on here without a full, not that I ever write myself like a transcript of what I'm going to say, but I do have an idea. And lately my ideas are just to talk about what's going on with me currently, just to help myself. And I hope that it in turn helps you. Things are always working out, like always. It's us that kind of make it harder. And this doesn't need to be hard. We don't need to feel trapped or anything. We just got to do what we want. Literally. And the reflections and the things that will continue to happening is more of the things that we want, right? When we sit in gratitude and we're like, thank you so much for XYZ, right? Like for me, it was yesterday. I came out of doing my hair and I was driving and I was just so happy to have hit 100 miles per hour. Oh my God, so happy. I've been driving a car that I don't like, which I should be thankful for, but fuck being grateful for something that you actually don't like. Like, that's like being with somebody that, oh yes, I love them because they're just so nice to me. Girl, if you don't piss me off. It was just really nice. I was in a setting in which felt like me. I feel like I lost myself, and I've been like just trying to recuperate and get back to me. And literally the smallest thing was driving the car that I was in and just feeling free. Feeling like I had movement and control. And while I did have to drive home, I was driving home, I missed my exit. I didn't miss it on purpose. I didn't miss it by accident. I missed it on purpose. I wanted to continue the drive. I wanted to continue the feeling. I played my favorite songs. And I was just in a very high frequency as a new age spiritualist. What's up? I haven't ate today, actually. That's why I'm a little laggy. But yeah, showing the universe and telling them yourself, because the universe is just a reflection of you, right? Whatever we get is what we want. And if what you're getting is not what you want, then you need to reevaluate yourself and see that you are actually asking for these things, because your level and your frequency and your energy is pulling those things. So that's why I want to leave my job, because I don't want to keep pulling this. I don't like this. So I need to remove that. I want more of this, more freedom, more expressing. And how can I get more of this if I'm actually just laying on the couch scrolling and trying to wrap my head around like, oh, what am I going to say? Just do it. You want to move forward in whatever goal you have. This is how you do it. Doing what you know you need to be doing. Y'all do encourage me to film more often, but sometimes I've said it over and over. I can't do it because I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't need to know what I'm going to talk about. I just need to talk, right? Because whether I do have a transcript or whether I don't, I'm still talking. This is showing me that I can do it actually without having A, B, C, D, E, F, G done, you know? This isn't a story. This isn't a book. This might be a place in time forever, but it's not. It's fluid. It's not solid. If that makes any sense. To get more of the things you want, you got to do more of the things you want. And more of the things I want is the opportunity to express myself, to be around the people I love, to feel free in everything. Fill yourself up with more I love this versus I'm just doing this. That's why okay, great. Anytime somebody asks me, oh, how was the food? And this is somewhere that I chose, it's always going to be great. It's always going to be a 10 out of 10 because perfection does exist for me, right? My favorite restaurants, they exist and they're going to be perfect every single time. Why? Because I've already tried it and that's why I've given them the title of perfect. Oh, it's mid compared to this and that. I'm not going somewhere that I don't like. Maybe I might be trying something new. Okay, great. And hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, okay, it didn't work out. But if I'm in control, right? And I listen to myself, okay, wait, what do I want? I want steak. Where do I want to go eat steak at? Maybe Jake's Steakhouse. Oh, I love Jake's Steakhouse. Capon's. Not Mastro's. What's the other one? Morton's. There's like this sushi restaurant that makes steak. Phenomenal. Anyways, when I choose the places that I want, they are perfect because perfection does exist for me, right? Like this rice, beans, and chicken that I get from this one spot, phenomenal every single time because it's real. Like I love it. It's good. So if you want more of that feeling, then keep doing that. Stop showing yourself that you're okay with the bare minimum. Stop showing yourself that you're okay with pushing it to later. Stop showing yourself that it's okay to be wishy-washy on the things that you want. I want this. I want my podcast to hit whatever number it needs to hit so I can have a silver and gold plaque and get monetized. Like that's what I want. So I need to do more of it if that's what I want, right? I've been trying to train my brother's dog to jump over a fence because my brother said that he can jump 15 feet. He won't jump even 2 feet. Come here. And this is another thing these dogs are teaching me because everything is teaching me things these days. They try to find a way, right? Like right now, they're trying to find a way to get in and through because I have it closed so that they don't come inside. They're trying to find a way to get through it. The answer is literally right there. Like, just jump over it. You are more than capable of jumping over this fake little barrier that I put here. Why can't you prove to yourself that you are, like strong enough to jump, fit enough to jump? And that's something that's reflecting to myself. Why do I think I'm stupid enough that I'm not going to pass this LSTAT? Why do I think I'm not good enough to reach more followers? Why am I not good enough to have somebody that actually likes me and is not doing something bad to me? Like, why do I keep thinking that? Come here, Max. He could literally move it if he wanted to with his mouth. This thing is like maybe less than 5 pounds. And sometimes I think what he needs in this situation is adrenaline. If I was in danger, I'm 1,000 billion% sure he would find a way to move this cage and be there to protect me. And I think that sometimes that's why we have to reach our rock bottom. to get to the next point, because that's what fuels us. And that's what I mean about like that void, that hunger. That's kind of what pushes us to do certain things that we wouldn't do normally. Like normally he's not a bad dog. So normally he's not going to be pushing stuff and biting stuff and trying to jump over things. Like he's not doing that because he's not that kind of a dog. But if a circumstance pushed him to do it, he would do it without a doubt. I'm sure he would. It's in his nature. And it's in our nature to be amazing, to get the things that we want. It is in my nature to own a fucking Bugatti. You know what I mean? Like, it is. And it's like, get out of your own way. Do something that's different. Out of your character. Oh, they've been fighting today. Like, I don't know what's up with them. Come here, Max. Anyways. We just gotta do more of what we want in our lives. If you want more problems, keep having problems, okay? I don't know. If you want to go to the gym more often, if you want this and that, you know what you got to do. Lock in. Lock in. Literally lock in. Like, that's it. That's all I have to say to myself. It's just lock in. Like, stop with this free gallivanting bullshit. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. All right, you don't like it, then change it and do something. And we got to get frustrated with ourselves. There has to be something. He's looking at me like, girl, you crazy. I'm not jumping that. Anyways, yeah. Lock in. This is a great episode. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did filming it. I'm actually starving. Oh. And come here. This is so funny. He's literally a 5-foot dog. He's 5 feet and he won't jump over a 2-foot fence cage. I hope you continue blossoming, my little orange. I hope you find peace, right? We need to quiet our mind sometimes, get a little bit of peace, protect ourselves, restore ourselves, release all of the energy that we have pent up, and do something different. Just one thing that's different. Just to play with your psyche too, you know? Let's not get stuck in the habit of doing things that we don't want. I love you so much. I hope this video helped you again. I hope you come back for another one. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. I'd love to hear them. I'm thankful for you watching this video very much. And I want more of you. 170 we at. Okay, great. I would like 170 million. Thank you very much. Dum 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 dum. Yeah. This shirt, by the way, has my name on it somewhere. Over here, I think. Oh, come here. Come, Max. My little gentle giant. Bye.